What happens when humans play gods with millions of pounds of steel? You're about to see machines that don't just move the earth, they own it. Welcome to Beast Machines World. Today, we're counting down the absolute titans of the mining industry. From precision earth movers to a 40-year-old legendary giant, stay tuned to the end for a machine that defines insane. Check out that massive pile. You're looking at over 200,000 pounds of rock hitting the ground all at once. We're in South Wales, and these Caterpillar 777 trucks are busy building a professional motocross track. Look at that bed lift. That's pure hydraulic power dumping 100 tons like it's absolutely nothing. To put that in perspective, imagine dumping 60 full-sized pickup trucks at the exact same time. The second that truck pulls away, the Caterpillar D9T dozer gets right to work. This 50-ton beast has 436 horses under the hood, and it handles that massive pile of rock with total ease. It's not just moving dirt. It's carving out a perfect racing pad with surgical precision. Watch that massive steel shank sink deep. This Komatsu 275AX is doing the heavy lifting, using its rear ripper to shatter hard ground and buried rock. It's preparing the land for a new farm in South Africa, and it needs every bit of its 110,000 pounds and 449 horsepower to get the job done. This isn't just pushing dirt, it's breaking the back of the earth to make it productive again. The force required to drag that blade through compacted rock is mind-blowing. It's like pulling a giant hook through solid concrete. This is raw Japanese torque in its purest form, turning a wasteland into a future farm. Let's pick up the pace and head over to the Hrabůvka Quarry, located in the Olomouc region of the Czech Republic. This site is famous for its tough rock, and it takes a legendary tag team to move it. Here, we have the Caterpillar 988G wheel loader, a 110,000-pound beast, busy feeding a Komatsu HD 405 dump truck with fresh, blasted rock. With over 500 horses under the hood, this cat handles these massive cycles with pure mechanical ease. Imagine standing next to that loader. Its tires alone are taller than most adults. Each massive scoop holds enough rock to fill your entire driveway, and it tops off the HD 405 in seconds. This Komatsu is a heavy-duty hauler built for punishment, carrying a 44-ton payload per trip. Just one tire on this setup costs more than a brand-new luxury SUV. If you were in the operator's seat today, would you prefer the power of the loader or the grit of the truck? Let me know in the comments. Now, climb up the ladder and take the hot seat. You're looking out from the cockpit of a Komatsu WA800-8 inside a massive Irish quarry. This isn't just a machine. It's over 250,000 pounds of Japanese engineering designed to crush production goals. From up here, the world changes. Those Caterpillar and Komatsu trucks waiting below, they look like backyard toys. Watch the operator's hands. With 854 horsepower under the hood, he's moving that massive bucket with the precision of a surgeon. He's loading HD605 trucks, and each scoop carries enough rock to fill a standard two-car garage. Think of it as a 250,000-pound precision tool that converts massive rock piles into peak production efficiency, one bucket at a time. It's all about cycle times and moving the maximum amount of material with total control. Now we're stepping into the heavyweights of the coal fields. Check out this Komatsu PC2000 in action. This is a 440,000-pound mainstay designed for one thing: total production dominance. As you can see, it's positioned perfectly on the bench, digging into the dark coal seams and feeding those massive yellow haul trucks with mechanical ruthlessness. With over 1,000 horses under the hood, this excavator doesn't just work. It outshines everything on the site. Look at the line of trucks waiting for their turn. In a high-stakes coal operation like this, productivity is everything. Each bucket load weighs thousands of pounds, filling those 100-ton trucks in just a few quick passes. It's all about cycle times and raw volume. If you think your daily commute is tough, imagine managing a fleet like this for a 12-hour shift. We're just getting warmed up. Hit that subscribe button if you love this kind of raw iron power, because we're about to triple the weight with our next hydraulic monster. Take a moment to respect the heritage. You're looking at a 1996 Caterpillar 5230, a 300-ton hydraulic shovel that paved the way for the modern giants we see today. Watching it load a fleet of 150-ton Cat 785B trucks with blasted rock is a masterclass in raw, unadulterated iron power. It's like watching a classic muscle car, but on a 300-ton scale. No fancy sensors, just pure hydraulics and legendary engineering. Look at the size of that bucket as it swings over the 785B. This shovel moves massive amounts of material with a rhythmic precision that's hard to find in newer machines. Even after decades in the dirt, the 5230 still commands the pit, filling these trucks in just a few heavy-duty passes. It reminds us that they don't build them this raw anymore. This is pure engineering history in motion. Leaving the history books behind, we're heading back to the modern front lines with a hydraulic powerhouse that defines the current era. The Caterpillar 6030B, this isn't just a machine. It's a 660,000-pound production monster. With dual engines pushing over 1,530 horsepower, this beast is built to work 24/7 without a heartbeat of hesitation. Watch it load that Cat 777 truck, a machine that carries 100 tons, but looks like a scale model next to the 6030B. Look at the sheer size of that bucket as it swings over the truck bed. In just 4 massive passes, the 100-ton 777 is topped off and ready to haul. Standing next to this shovel is like standing next to a moving 3-story building. It's a 300-ton symphony of steel and oil that keeps the world's biggest mines running at peak efficiency. If you were at the controls of this massive arm, would you feel the power or the pressure? Let me know in the comments. If If you thought that cat was the peak of modern power, wait until you see this. We're staying in the modern era, but shifting from American muscle to German precision with the machine often called the supercar of the pit, the Liebherr 9350. Weighing in at roughly 770,000 pounds, this masterpiece is a perfect blend of massive strength and incredible speed. With 1,200 horsepower under the hood, it moves with a fluid grace that you just don't expect from a 350-ton giant. Watch as it takes over the bench, swinging that heavy-duty bucket to fill these massive haul trucks with total ease. The cycle times on this excavator are simply insane. It's faster, smoother, and hits the pile with a breakout force that makes the earth itself seem soft. It's like watching a professional athlete at work. Every movement is calculated to move the maximum amount of material in the minimum amount of time. If you're a fan of engineering that doesn't sacrifice speed for power, the 9350 is your machine. But hold on tight, because the scale is about to reach the absolute summit with our final heavy hitters. In the mining industry, giant hauling units are indispensable, serving as the massive backbone of global production. Take a look at the Caterpillar 795F. This isn't just a truck, it's a moving skyscraper. Standing next to one of its tires is like standing next to a two-story house. This Titan is built to haul nearly 400 tons in a single trip, powered by a massive electric drive system that delivers relentless torque. To keep a hauler of this magnitude productive, it requires a primary loading unit of equal scale, the P&H electric rope shovel. Watching this P&H in a production cycle is a masterclass in engineering. Its dipper is so massive that a single pass weighs as much as 2 blue whales, topping off that 400-ton Caterpillar in just a few quick cycles. Standing next to this duo, you realize that humans don't just use tools. We build gods of iron to reshape the very face of the planet. The coordination required to keep these giants moving 24/7 is a testament to modern mining excellence. Now, we leave the world of tires and tracks behind to witness a true mechanical legend that doesn't just move Earth. It relocates entire landscapes. This is the Marion 8050S, a walking dragline of such staggering proportions that it functions more like a self-propelled factory than a simple machine. To understand its scale, look at the operator's cab. From that height, even the massive trucks we saw earlier would look like pebbles. The magic of the 8050S lies in its raw, cable-driven power. Instead of hydraulic cylinders, it uses massive internal winches and steel cables thick enough to pull a freighter, dragging a bucket the size of a small house through the toughest rock. Every time that bucket dumps, it's releasing hundreds of tons of material with a single swing, reshaping the earth with surgical rhythm. It is the ultimate testament to human ambition, a 10 million-pound giant that walks on its own feet to ensure the mine never stops. The scale of these operations reminds us that when we combine engineering genius with raw iron, there is no obstacle on this planet we cannot overcome. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world's most powerful equipment. If you live for the sound of roaring engines and the sight of shifting earth, you're in the right place. Subscribe to Beast Machines World to stay in the cabin for our next heavy-duty adventure. Until next time, keep the engines running.